And we welcome you to Hightstown, New Jersey for a phenomenal swim meet, double dual swim meet. Well, actually just a dual swim meet between Mercersburg Academy and the Peddie Falcons. Two phenomenal programs and a long afternoon of swimming set to get underway. 24 events coming for you. Here live from the Peddie School in Hightstown, New Jersey. Head coach Glenn Neufeld of the Mercersburg Academy Blue Storm visiting his old stomping grounds. He was a phenomenal standout swimmer here at the Peddie School and went on to assistant coach, and now he is the opponent. As we'll pause for the national anthem. Beautiful rendition of the national anthem to get us set here from Peddie. And the first event will be the girls' 200-yard medley relay. 4 teams in the pool, lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6. Peddie will be swimming in the even number lanes, Mercersburg in the odd. And the ladies are in the pool, the first swimmers for each team. Mercersburg, Isabel Lewis. Peddie, Aviva Munoz, Kirsten Donnelly, and Mira Pawali for Peddie. Those are the first 4 in the pool. And an early slight lead for the Peddie A team, and that's Aviva Munoz. Who has the lead after the turn, a short 25-yard course. And ready to step into the pool, Elizabeth Des Moines, and she dives in first place, the Peddie Falcons, after the first of 4 swimmers here in this opening event, but good work by Mandolin Nguyen. This is the standout for Mercersburg, a junior who they have on their program coming from Seattle, Washington, and just like that, after the turn, she's in first place and gets ready to give way to Maddie Lowther. And so Mercersburg in lane number 3 with the butterfly portion of this event. Lane number 5, they're in first place. Peddie in second. In lane 4, it's Morgan Chudd in the pool doing butterfly. It's gonna come down to the last swimmer. Not a lot of separation between lanes 4 and 5, but into the pool goes Mercersburg first. And Isabel Baltimore looks to bring it home with the freestyle. Baltimore hits the wall and has about a 3-stroke lead, but here comes Gabriella Youngkin. Can she catch her? Doesn't look like she'll be able to do so. First place points to Mercersburg Academy, second place to Peddie. And third place and fourth place also score. Third place scores, so third place is of note. And here on the near side, Mercersburg is going to pick up third place points. So 8 points for first place Mercersburg, 4 points for second place Peddie, and 2 points for third place Mercersburg. So an early score of 10-4. We're going to do our best to keep the meet times, or the meet score updated with you as the afternoon goes on. We've got a worker down there that's going to get the official score every couple of events and bring it back up to us. But we will do our best to keep the unofficial tally here at the table as we head on to the boys portion of the 200-yard medley relay. And they're off. A much more crowded pool than the first leg of this one in the girls' variety. And it looks like an early lead for Peddie after the first turn. The backstroke being done by Michael Blank. Michael Blank will give way to Joe Black, who heads in to do the freestyle. The butterfly is next, and Blank has the lead. Mercersburg in second place in lane number 5, and that's Evan Zhang. So Zhang in second, trying to catch up to Joe Black. The next swimmers will be Giassi Daniel and Andy Armbruster. Giassi Daniel in the pool for the Peddie School in lane number 4. Daniel again the lead, still holding that slight advantage over Zhang as the freestyle portion of the event. The finale here as Peddie has the lead. It's Trey Ike who looks to coast to first place points for Peddie. And Trey Ike hits the wall. So does Mercersburg's Eric O. So first place to lane 4, second place to lane 5, third place to lane 6. Peddie with first and third place, and Mercersburg with second in that relay. Next up, 200-yard freestyle for the girls. Exciting events. We've got some really good swimmers in the pool here for both of these programs. And we're going to see Sophia Makarova in the pool for the Peddie School. She'll be in lane number 4, while Mandolin Nguyen, who we just saw in that 200 medley relay, she'll be swimming in lane number 5. Two girls that want to keep our eye on. Nguyen with a 1:56.03 best time in this event, and Makarova 0.6 of a second better at 1:55.03. There's the whistle, and we're ready to go, and they're in the pool. Back and forth 4 times. Isabel Lewis, lane 1. Katie Thompson, lane 2 for Peddie. Courtney Gant, lane 3 for Mercersburg. Sophia Makarova, lane 4. As they are pretty tight at the top in places 1 through 4 as they complete 50 yards in. Neck and neck are Makarova and Nguyen. Third place would be Peddie right now, Avery Best. And then fourth would be Courtney Gant. Almost halfway done. This 200-yard freestyle race. And they are dead even halfway through. Makarova and Nguyen. And Nguyen, a junior from Seattle. slight edge right now to Nguyen, but oh so slight. The turn's so important in a short yard pool like this. You go your fastest in a race at the beginning of an event, and you go your second fastest every time you hit a turn. So one last boost here as the two girls are neck and neck heading to the last 25. It's Nguyen who has the lead. Nguyen would have first place if it ended now, but there's still a half a pool left. It's Nguyen for first, second to Furigay, and third place will go to Peddie, fourth place to Mercersburg, and fifth place to Peddie. So Avery Best comes in third, finishing behind Mandolin Nguyen. Nguyen finishes at 1:55.73, which is just 0.3 of a second off of her best time. Event number 4, it's now the boys' turn. And in lanes 4 and 5, the premier lanes, if you will, Nathan Stern and Boone Brothers. Nathan Stern for Peddie in lane 4. He's got the slight edge. And in lane number 5 is Boone Brothers. Also in the race, Diego Garza, Ryan Morris of Peddie, Tag Kerwin of Mercersburg, Nick Radkov of Peddie, Logan Court, and Alexander Evju. The lead for Peddie's Nathan Stern. And second and third place are right next to each other, Boone Brothers and Nick Radkov. It's Nathan Stern who continues to lead the pack. His best time in this event, 1:39.78. And we're 1:10 and counting into this race. One more time back and forth as Stern has a significant lead heading into the final 50. Stern in first, and it looks like he'll be able to get first place easily if he keeps up with this pace. Second and third, though, of note, you've got Brothers and Radkov. Boone Brothers of Mercersburg's got the slight lead in second. Every point matters here in these meets, and it is going to be just in time for Boone Brothers of Mercersburg to get second place. First place again, first place points to the Peddie School. Nathan Stern with a time of 1:44.49. Told we're going to have a scoring update. After the 50-yard freestyle event, as we are now a few events away from that. We're on the 200-yard individual medley, and Alana Price is in lane 4 for Peddie. Allie Armbruster, the 4-year swimmer for Mercersburg, in lane 5 for Mercersburg. And it's Price who has the slight edge over Armbruster here at that first turn, but good turn. Wow, as they go to the backstroke, it's Armbruster who comes out in front. A good pace by both of the swimmers. Allison Jones, Morika Ayodeji, Sophia Makarova also in the pool. Elizabeth Des Moines, Kirsten Donnelly, and Mira Pawali also swimming in this event. The top two swimmers, Alana Price and Allie Armbruster. And it is Armbruster who, in the breaststroke portion of the event, has the lead. It's Armbruster in first. It's Alana Price in second as they hit the turn. This one close. First, second, and third place. Third place is Mercersburg here in lane number 3. And that's Sophia Makarova. Strong swimmer as well. Her best time in this event is actually better than Allie Armbruster's by just a second. It's Armbruster, though, who coasts here as they go to the freestyle and takes her biggest lead of the meet of this individual event. And now it's Makarova who's giving Alana Price a run for her money. Mercersburg looking for first and second as Price looks like she's running out of gas. It's Makarova looking for second, and she will get it. So first and second place points to Mercersburg Academy. And third place to Peddie. And a big win there for Allie Armbruster. The top two swimmers for Mercersburg win it. Good work there by Armbruster with a time of 2:13.41. 2:13.41. Coming in second with 2:16.87 was Makarova. There's Armbruster, the winner, and getting proper props from her team, and maybe some Peddie swimmers as well. Good sportsmanship. All right, next event. Boys 200-yard individual medley. More grouping of good swimmers in the pool here. In the middle lanes, Noah Housekeeper, lane 4, Evan Zhang, lane 5 for Mercersburg. They start with the fly. Jack Cathari, lane 3 for Mercersburg. And Peter Morley, lane 6 for Peddie. The two top swimmers in first place at this point, Zhang and Housekeeper. And it's Mercersburg's Evan Zhang in the backstroke portion, who had a lead, but it looks like this is a strong stroke for Noah Housekeeper, as going to the turn, he takes the lead. Good push off of the wall. And Housekeeper ever so slightly increases that lead as they go to stroke 3 of 4. Housekeeper's best time, 1:52.01. He swam that at Easterns last year. Evan Zhang's best time, 1:50.152. And Zhang has retaken the lead on the breaststroke. Not only just retaken it, but quite marginally as well. First place Mercersburg as they go to the freestyle. And it's Zhang who turns on the jets and maintains his lead as he inches closer to that final turn. Housekeeper would need a remarkable 25 yards, but he looks like he's got some good pace here at the end. Can Zhang hold on? It looks like he will, and he does. First place to Evan Zhang of Mercersburg in the 200 individual medley at a time of 1:54.39. Second place coming in just 0.8 of a second after him was Noah Housekeeper. Third place in lane number 8. All the way on the far side was Peddie's Isaac Kwan. Fourth place, lane number 3. And Jack Cathari, he finished in a time of 2:03.69. This is the 50-yard freestyle. Down and back. And Julie Barrett and Isabel Lewis. It's going to be Julie Barrett for first place. And a good event for Peddie as they take first place. Lane 7 in second place, and that was Abigail Vos of Mercersburg. Third place in lane number 6, Morgan Chudd. But the winner, and Julie Barrett, with a time of 24:68. She swam that same event in 24 seconds at Easterns last year. Now it's time for the boys. Michael Blank, Andy Armbruster, and Eric O. Some of the names here swimming. In first place right now, it's lane number 6 and Trey Ike of Peddie. It's coming down to the wire, and I believe it was Peddie who had first and second. In lane number 4, it is Michael Blank who receives first place points. And in second place, lane number 6, in Trey Ike. So first and second for Peddie. And I believe we have come to the part of the meet where we will have a break. Intermission of sorts before we finish up the final. About 16 events left. We got 24 events. We are through 8 of them. So, as they take a break, we will as well. We will get the official score for you in the meantime and update you with that when we can. Stick with us. You're watching live high school swimming here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. And we welcome you back to Hightstown, New Jersey for this meet between the Mercersburg Academy Blue Storm and the Peddie Falcons. Simon Rosenwasser here, Kevin Fodinger, our director. We started very quickly, so we weren't able to go into the coach's corner. So we're going to quickly highlight the head coach of the Mercersburg Academy Blue Storm, and it's Glenn Neufeld, and he's a native of East Windsor, New Jersey. 4th season coaching at Mercersburg Academy. He was at the Mainline YMCA for 14 years before that. And he's done a phenomenal job with this program in the last 4 years, coaching them and coaching the girls to top 10 finish, girls and boys to top 10 finishes at 2016 Easterns, the girls winning 2017 Easterns. Phenomenal coach in Glenn Neufeld, and he learned his swimming, I guess, prowess here at the Peddie School. He was a part of this national championship team in 1995. Not only he was an assistant coach at the time, but Greg Reedy was a senior at Peddie and the captain at Peddie in 1995. As you get a look at all of the banners here at the Peddie School. Similar banners hanging at Mercersburg Academy. They've got plenty of things to be proud of over there with the 20-plus Olympians that have swam at the program, but obviously there's a lot of good things to be said about these two programs. And a cool tidbit is the relationship that these two coaches had when Greg was a senior in 1995. Coach Neufeld was the assistant coach of Peddie. And the head coach of that team was Ray Lewis, who's now the Indiana University head coach. Anyway, we are back to the action here. The next event is the girls 100-yard butterfly. And it's Maddie Lowther with the lead for Mercersburg. Right next to her, Morgan Shudd of Peddie. And third place for Mercersburg, it would be Kirsten Donnelly. $50 yards remaining after this last turn. 25 yards remaining after this last turn. And it's still Lowther with the lead. And in second, Shudd. However, coming here on the near side in lane number 2 is Aviva Munoz, and she's coming up strong at the end, and I think got second place. Yes, in lane 2, it's Munoz who gets second behind the first place, Maddie Lowther. By the way, I don't know if you saw on the comment section of the YouTube video the updated score before that event. On the girls' side, it's a 36-26 lead for Mercersburg, and that will increase after first place points were picked up by Lowther. And Peddie leading in the boys' duel, 38-24. 100-yard butterfly for the boys. Nathan Stern in for Peddie. Andy Armbruster in for Mercersburg. His best time at 53:40. Stern's got the lead. Stern in lane 4. Lane 5. Andy Armbruster and Rory Joe of Peddie in third place. That's significant advantage here for Nathan Stern, as Armbruster and Joe battle for second. Stern hits the wall and has first place points. Second place to Mercersburg and Andy Armbruster, and third place to Rory Joe. And coming in much later, fourth place for Mercersburg here in lane number 3. That was Damian Mahanama. So Peddie will increase their lead on the boys' side of things. are onward to the 100-yard free. Exciting race here with Anjui Barrett, who won the 50-yard free earlier in the event. And Barrett's got the lead. After first place, though, they're neck and neck. It might be Peddie 1 and 2 right now. It's Barrett who finishes 1. Oh, excuse me, there's a whole nother portion of the race. Got ahead of myself there. Another 50 yards to go, but Barrett still in first place, second place to Peddie as well in lane number 6. That's Avery Best. Barrett and Best 1 and 2. Right behind them is Abigail Vos of Mercersburg. And then a couple other Blue Storm swimmers. It's Barrett who finishes first. It's Best who finishes second. And it's Abigail Vos who finishes third. The winning time in that race, 54:19. The winner for Anjui Barrett in the 100-yard freestyle. Yard free for the boys. Eric O, Trey Ike, Tyler Russell, Giassi Daniel, some of the key swimmers in this one. Lead in lane 4 for Trey Ike. He picked up first place in an earlier race. And Trey Ike is first at the turn. Second place goes to Mercersburg. If it ended now, Tyler Russell, though Giassi Daniel is right on his hip. It's Trey Ike with a significant lead. The battle for second and third between Mercersburg and Peddie. It'll be Mercersburg who gets second place, but Trey Ike who picks up first place points yet again for the Peddie Falcons on the boys' side. Second place to Tyler Russell of Mercersburg. Russell, the captain of the Mercersburg swim team from the Bahamas. Swam on their junior world team. Headed to Emory next year. There's Trey Ike with the winner. Next up, some of the longer events, as we've got the girls' 500-yard freestyle, followed by the boys' 500-yard freestyle. So settle in for this one. "20 lengths of the pool here in this short yardage pool here in Heightstown. And they are off. Allie Armbruster, Kirsten Jacober, and Elise Cantera. Those are 3 girls in the pool. Armbruster in lane 5 for Mercersburg. She has the lead early on in this 500 free. Armbruster with a all-time best of 5:08.44 in this 500 freestyle event. She did that in 2015. Did well at Easterns last year, as did all of the Mercersburg Academy Blue Storm. From Mertztown, Pennsylvania. It's Armbruster with the lead here. And in lane number 6, that would be second place, Rachel Oy of Peddie. Of all the races, this is where you'll see the most distance between the swimmers as the race goes on. A minute and a half into this one, and Armbruster hits the wall for the turn. An update of the score for both the men's and women's duel after the previous couple of events. It is Peddie winning 58-36 in the guys' side of things, and here in the girls' side of things, it's actually really close, 50-44. Mercersburg leading 50-44 in the girls' duel. So that's just one event, and it could swing very easily in favor of Peddie. However, Mercersburg's got the clear advantage in this 500 free, as first place points would go to Allie Armbruster, and she is cruising 9 laps in. Just about halfway. As Armbruster continues to cruise, second place still to Peddie in Rachel Oy. And in third place, that would go to Peddie as well, with Kirsten Jacober. Sometimes when you have a close meet like this one, it's not the first and second place positions that you're always coveting. Of course, I mean, you always want to win every single race, but when talking about the importance of the points, even finishing third, fourth place matters. So all the battles matter when you're talking about finishing well as a team. So on these long races, you know, the girls are not going to give up, even if they're well behind first place. There's no reason to stop trying, as you'll hopefully get to pick up some points, and those could be the difference. Even those 6th, 7th place, only the top 5 score, but those 4th, 5th place points could be the difference. When it comes to the meet's end. Armbruster at 4:17.46. He's on lap 17. So Armbruster getting ready to hit the wall, is continuing to swim right at that same pace. In lane number 6. Rachel Oy. But it is Armbruster who now will take a look at the red dots, or the red squares on the signs going down in the water to indicate that it's her last lap. Armbruster will glide in at a very comfortable pace and receive first place points for Mercersburg. As she officially hits the wall in first place at 5:22.51. So add 6 points to Mercersburg Academy. They maintain their lead after this event, as we'll have a couple of finishing Peddie Falcons here in the next couple of moments. 2 of them, in fact, coming in at pretty similar paces, Rachel Oy and Annalise Cantera. Kirsten Jacober of Peddie in third. So it's Armbruster first, Oy second, Jacober third, fourth place to Inez Amer of Peddie. And we await the final lap here of lane number 3, and that is Annalise Cantera of Peddie. So only 2 swimmers in the pool for Mercersburg Academy. Talk about strategy. It really does come into play with these dual meets. You know about the technique coaching of the coaches. You know how well that they have the respect of their kids, but it's about the strategy and how you put different players in different events. And Mercersburg, knowing that they have their top swimmer in Allie Armbruster, they were pretty confident that she was going to get first place, so they didn't put anybody else out there. So a long event there, and it's time for the boys. Boys 500-yard freestyle, a full house, all 8 lanes being occupied. And all 8 lanes within just a few strokes of each other after the first 50 yards. In lane number 5, it's Boone Brothers of Mercersburg. Noah Radkoff in lane number 6. Important event in terms of the dual score, as all of the swimmers in the first couple of laps have stayed relatively close. First place right now would be to lane 6, Nick Radkoff, and right behind him, Boone Brothers. When I first saw the name Boone Brothers, I thought I was looking at a pair of brothers with the last name Boone, but no, his first name Boone, last name Brothers. Not only that, it gets even better. He's a relative of Daniel Boone. Yeah, the legendary folklore legend Daniel Boone. One of his descendants is in first place in this race. As he leads in lane number 5. Lane 6 for Peddie, it's Nick Radkoff. He's in second, and Noah Housekeeper in lane number 4 would be in third, but it's not a lot of distance between the swimmers. Here, just short of halfway done, this long 500-yard freestyle event. This will be the longest race until the final 2 races when we see the 400-yard freestyle relay. This has been a pretty good one so far. There's a lot of spacing in that girls' event, and here in the boys, every single swimmer, with the exception of the one on the far side of your screen and the near side, at the middle, 5 swimmers are all on the same lap, with Brothers leading the pack. Third place now would go to Mercersburg, as Tag Kerwin has made a move. This is the boys' 500-yard freestyle. And leading right now in lane 5, Boone Brothers. He has Giving himself a nice advantage over everyone except for the man in second place, and that's I just keep saying number again. Lane 6, Noah Radcall. Nick Radcall. Brothers and Radkoff, 1 and 2. Important points here in this dual meet. But hey, here's Mercersburg, who's got third and possibly fourth place as well. Trying to hedge it for Peddie in lane number 2 is Ryan Morris. Lane 4 is Noah Housekeeper. So Housekeeper hoping he can get at least fourth place. Otherwise, it would be big points for Mercersburg here in this 500 freestyle with first, third, and fourth. That's what it would be if it ended now. First and second place still neck and neck as we head to the final lap in this 500 free. 4.5 minutes in. We're hitting the wall with Boone Brothers still in the lead. It's Brothers over Radkoff and Boone Brothers in first with a time of 4:45.63. Here comes third, fourth, and fifth, and they are neck and neck. It's going to depend on how the scorers saw it. Third place to lane number 4, Noah Housekeeper of Peddie getting in there. Huge. A huge boost at the end for Noah Housekeeper. And those are big second place, or those are big fourth place points. The first and second. The first place, of course, going first place going to Brothers, of course, and second place going to Radcall. Mercersburg getting first place points. And we are done with the 500-yard free for both the girls and boys, and onward to the 200-yard freestyle relay. Here's where it gets fun. Each school with both A, B, and C teams in this race. Getting a look at the first swimmer here on the near side. That's Nadia Bhatti as we go along the line. And we are off. Here in the 200-yard freestyle relay. Lanes 4, 5, and 6, all tight. A slight edge to the Peddie school in lane 4. As it goes off to Avery Best. She's the swimmer. Best has the lead. And in lane 5, right behind her, is Courtney Gantz. As the third swimmers go into the pool, Armbruster for Mercersburg in lane 5, and Alana Price for Peddie in lane 4. And they are hip to hip as they hit the wall. And it's going to come down to the fourth swimmer as Peddie has the slight advantage. And Julie Barrett, who's been a standout here today in the freestyle events. And she looks to bring home another first place for the girls. Going against her, Abigail Vos. It's Barrett who looks like she's going to coast to first place points. Mercersburg will come in second. And Peddie in lane 6 looks like they've got third. Mercersburg in fourth place. And in lane number 3 as Caitlin Dawson hits the wall. So a big event there for Peddie. Again, we will update the scores for you as we get them. We're hoping to get another update momentarily.
Fire up, Nathan! Come on, Peddie!
But that was a big event for Peddie and the girls' side of things. Now it's time for the boys' 200 freestyle relay. Lane 5 and 6, neck and neck. The first swimmers, Evan Zhang and Giassi Daniel. Now it is Peddie's Noah Housekeeper who's in the pool. He's got first place for Peddie here in his leg. Behind him, Eric O. in second for Mercersburg, and then it would be Isaac Kwan of Peddie. Swimmers number 3. First place team for the Peddie A team, it's Joe Black who's got the lead. And Andy Armbruster trying to make up some ground. Third place, Aaron Stern in the pool for Peddie. Peddie's A team in first, Mercersburg A team in second here so far as we head to the 4th swimmers. And Trey Ike is in the pool with a significant advantage. It'll be a tough task for Boone Brothers, who's in second place for Mercersburg. He hits the wall about 2 seconds after Peddie's Trey Ike does, who will flail to a win and first place points for the Falcons. And here comes Brothers to hit the wall in second. Third place to Peddie in lane 6. And their B team finished off by Vincent Lau. There's Trey Ike and company. A nice meet here. This is the 100-yard backstroke, the girls' 100-yard backstroke, followed by the boys. Lane 4 for Peddie, Aviva Munoz, Maddie Lothar in lane 5 for Mercersburg. Lane 6, Sophia Furigay for Peddie. Those are the 3 names that would be first, second, and third, with Peddie in first slightly, with Aviva Munoz. 100-yard backstroke. And Munoz with the slight advantage. Furigay has a hair of a lead over Maddie Lothar, and it's first and second for Peddie, and third for Mercersburg, and a big swing in the last couple of events for the Peddie Falcons, as the ladies have done a nice job making up some ground. Again, we hope to get the official tally for the dual scores in a couple moments. In fact, we'll get them right now. And it is a really tight match between Peddie and Mercersburg in the girls' side of things. Before that event, it was 63-61 as they're in the pool for the 100-yard back for the boys. It's 75-49 in favor of Peddie on the boys' side of things. So 75-49, Peddie over Mercersburg on the boys' side. 63-61 with the exception of that most recent event. for Peddie, so they have a bit of a bigger lead than just those 2 points. Here in the boys 100-yard backstroke, the leader right now is the Peddie Falcons in lane 4, Michael Blank. Behind him, second place would be Peter Morley of Peddie, and Tyler Russell, the lead swimmer for Mercersburg, right now in third. And that's going to finish up this race, and in first place, 52 seconds, it's Michael Blank. Second place to Peddie as well, finishing just about a second over third place. So first place to Blank, Michael Blank, Peter Morley of Peddie in second, and Tyler Russell in third. Fourth place to Peddie's Alexander Evju. And now it's the girls 100-yard breaststroke. Girls 100-yard breast. Mandolin Nguyen, Mercersburg standout in the pool. She's in lane number 5 and has the early lead. Courtney Gant, Alana Price, Elizabeth Des Moines, some of the other names in the pool. Sophia Makarova for Mercersburg as well. She's in lane 7, second to last lane on the far side, battling for third place. Significant advantage, though, for Mandolin Nguyen. And Mandolin Nguyen will receive first place again. She competed and did very well at the state level, won 2 state events in the state of Washington last year, and has traveled across the country to compete for the prestigious Mercersburg Blue Storm, and picks up first place here in this event. Second place goes to Peddie in lane 4, and Alana Price. But there she is, and we weren't able to get our play-by-player to watch segment on, but there she is. She's our player to watch, Mandolin Nguyen, for obvious reasons. I just mentioned she won the 200 individual medley and 100 breast last year at the Washington 3A States. So a very talented young swimmer, just a junior here for Mercersburg Academy. 3 first-place finishes for her here today. Into the pool for the 100-yard breaststroke. On the boys' side. And first place would go to Mercersburg if it ended now, Evan Zhang. Zhang has been a standout on the boys' side. New York City junior finalist. He's heading to West Point. So an impressive young man in the pool in lane number 5, and he's got the lead over Peddie's Joe Black. Third place would be Jack Cathari of Mercersburg. But it's Evan Zhang who paces the pack. This could be a big couple points for Mercersburg if Cathari can make a push as he battles with Black. Going to come down to the wire. It's Black who gets in there in time for second place. Third place to Cathari. But first place to Evan Zhang in the 100-yard breaststroke. So we are just 2 events away from the completion of this one. final events will be the girls' 400-yard freestyle relay and then the boys' 400-yard freestyle relay. A, B, and C teams in the pool for each team. Early jump for the Peddie School in lane number 4. And their A team with Anjui Barrett, who clearly loves the freestyle stroke. She's just got a hair of a lead over lane 5 and Courtney Gantz. Allie Armbruster will be the second swimmer in the 400-yard freestyle relay, but this is a long race, 100 yards for each swimmer. Down and back, as Anjui Barrett will hit the wall first in the first helping of swimmers and give way to Aviva Munoz. Allie Armbruster is waiting in the pool for Mercersburg, and she's got about a 3-second lapse to make up. Good distance freestyle swimmer, as we saw her win the 500 freestyle event. Peddie would be in third place in lane number 6. Gabriella Youngkin is the swimmer currently. Fourth place, Mercersburg in lane number 3, Rachel Yang. Peddie's A team still in first, though Armbruster has made up some ground. There's the last stretch here of this 100-meter portion of the event. And Peddie still with that lead, though Armbruster did well. And a good start for the third swimmer of Mercersburg in Abigail Vos. She cut that lead of Katie Thompson very quickly. Now the A teams are neck and neck. "25 more yards for the first and second place swimmers here. And then they'll give way to the fourth of 4 swimmers of this event. In a tight duel, this is what it could come down to. Peddie's got the advantage. Last swimmer in the pool. And it's Sophia Furigay. Mandolin Nguyen, though, is coming up on her. Here's Nguyen, who just like that is just a stroke away from Furigay. Nguyen and Furigay, the 2 swimmers on display. 50 meters to go. Can Nguyen make up the ground? It's close. Furigay by about a stroke. This last turn is where Nguyen could get a little bit of a boost. And it's tight. It's Nguyen who comes out of the water in first place. Mandolin Nguyen has first place. She overtakes Furigay, and Mandolin Nguyen hits the wall for first. She started in second, but yet again it's Nguyen who lifts her team to first place points in an important event. And until we see the official scores, we won't know how the way that they finish ended up impacting the final score. Remember, a couple of events ago, the score was 63-61 in favor of Peddie. So it's really anyone's ball game. We will make sure that we stay on the air before we, so we can get that final score for you as the final swimmer finishes here. But the winning time for Mercersburg, 3:42.61. So Mandolin Nguyen making up very significant ground, ending up beating the A-team of Peddie by 0.7 of a second. And heading into the pool, she was behind by probably a full second. All right, now it's time for the boys. And Nathan Stern and Tyler Russell, the top swimmers for Peddie on their A-teams. And Russell, the captain from Nassau, Bahamas. It's Peddie with the early lead in lane 4, Nathan Stern. Second place would go to Peddie as well, Nick Radcall. And then Tyler Russell in third. Good opening swim here for Nathan Stern as he opens up a nice lead over second place in Peddie and third place, more importantly, in Mercersburg. The Peddie boys have looked very strong here today, coming in 4-1 on the season, and that's the same record of the girls. It's the Mercersburg girls who may have knocked off the Peddie girls. It looks like the boys will coast to victory regardless of the result of this event. They'll win the duel. That being said, still many individual accomplishments that the swimmers want to attain. That's one of the cool things about swimming. You've got the team aspect of it, but you can also just race against yourself and work for yourself to improve as well. As Peddie gets their next swimmer in the pool. I believe it's Michael Blank. Second place Mercersburg. In the pool right now is Logan Court. Boone Brothers was in the pool before him. As waiting for Peddie, Joe Black. For Mercersburg, Logan Court. It's Peddie in first place in lane number 4, and Mercersburg in second in lane number 5. These are the final swimmers of not only this event, but the whole meet. As it's Peddie in lane 4 and Noah Housekeeper, who looks to do the housekeeping duties and bring home first place. Behind him is Mercersburg Tag Kerwin. And Kerwin finishes second, 3:22.86. First place time, 3:19.46 for the Peddie A team. So Peddie takes first place and third place. Mercersburg's A comes in second. They're in this final event. Good work by Noah Housekeeper, the final swimmer for the Peddie school. And we will take a short break. When we find out the score, we'll find out the score for you, so stick with us here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. I think we can safely say that Peddie won the boys duel, but we'll have to find out what happened in that girls meet because it was close. The last 4 events, so hang around for just a couple of moments while we find that final score for you. All right, we're back. We've got the final scores. And the winner, as we assumed for the boys, 104-64, the Peddie school wins on the boys' side of things. And as we also knew was going to happen, it was going to be close between Peddie and Mercersburg on the girls' side. They finish in a tie, would you believe it? 85-85. Made the point earlier that it might not come down to those first, second place points, but some of those third, fourth place battles come into effect. And after all said and done, nothing to separate Mercersburg and Peddie in the girls' side of things. We can look at the Peddie and Mercersburg upcoming schedule for the most part. Well, Mercersburg is pretty much the same. Mercersburg schedule. They're both going to be swimming in the Maple Championships and at Easterns. That's coming up in the next month. And yeah, it'll be fun for these teams. They have performed well to this point. And an entertaining meet here today. Good swimmers on display. World-class swimmers on display. But a fun one here. We thank you for joining us. My name's Simon Rosenwasser. Kevin Fodinger, our director. Again, a win for the boys of Peddie over Mercersburg, 104-64. And a tie, 85-85 on the girls' side of things. My cameraman, Kevin Fodinger. Again, I'm Simon Rosenwasser. We'll see you next time here on the Play-by-Play Sports Network. Thanks for joining us, and travel safely to you Mercersburg Blue Storm heading all the way back to Mercersburg, Pennsylvania here from Hightstown. So long, everyone.